mad, Canadians, because of your lies and corruption. You're a liar, you're corrupt, you need to resign, you're a failure, everybody knows it, no one...
Ladies and gentlemen, it's the Pleb. In tonight's story, Rachel Gilmore is once again having a meltdown over the Pleb. Today, on Twitter, Rachel Gilmore comes out and exposes the Pleb for having gotten a media badge at a conservative event in the past. As well, tonight, Justin Trudeau once again gets absolutely heckled in the streets of Ottawa, people telling him to stop the war and stop it now. And in our last story, Pierre Poilievre says he doesn't need a fancy home, Canadians need a home. You won't want to miss tonight's story. Stick around. Before we start tonight's report, can I remind you guys that nobody makes the left meltdown harder than the Pleb. You'll see it in tonight's report with yet again another Rachel Gilmore meltdown over me. So if you guys like seeing the left meltdown, subscribe to my channel. Let's make the libs cry. Let's start tonight's report. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I did not want to kick off tonight's news report talking about Rachel Gilmore again. And this will probably be the last time I talk about Rachel Gilmore because, quite frankly, she is way below me at this point. I have one of the fastest growing YouTube channels in Canada, and she's unemployed. So there are levels to this game. I do not want to give her clout, so this will be the last time I talk about Rachel Gilmore. You see this press pass right behind me there, that yellow press pass? I got that in 2022 at the conservative leadership race, the night that Pierre Poilievre became the conservative leader. And Rachel is now triggered that the Conservative Party gave me a press pass for like one event. I can't even believe I'm reading this tweet on this channel. It's so ridiculous. But this is from Rachel Gilmore after the Canadian Association of Journalists got denied a press pass to the Conservative Convention next month. Rachel Gilmore's having a meltdown because the Pleb got a press pass to the conservative leadership race, which was the best night of my life, for the record. That was the coolest night ever. But read this tweet from Rachel. It's so ridiculous. Really concerning to see the conservatives crack down on media accreditation like this, particularly given that at the last leadership convention, they even accredited troll live streamers that have begged me for feet pics. Okay, guys? Remember this, begged me for feet pics. Now look at what Rachel calls begging here. I posted underneath one of her tweets, post feet pics, as a joke. I wanted to get a reaction out of Rachel, and oh boy, did I ever. Does that look like begging for feet pics? No, I was actually mocking Rachel, saying you should actually just post feet pics instead of actually posting journalism, because everything you do is ultra cringe and all you do is get ratioed. Why don't you make the world a better place and post pictures of your dinner, post pictures of your dog, post pictures of your feet? All those things would actually be better than what you're doing now. According to Rachel Gilmore, this is begging, guys. Just saying post feet pics, making a mockery of Rachel, is actually begging. But the fact is, Rachel took the bait and kept this screenshot and gave me exactly what I wanted, a reaction out of her. I don't care about her feet pic, but to be honest, if she posted feet pics instead of her actual journalism, it would make the world a better place than what she's doing to it now. And Rachel Gilmore brought out the smoking gun here, which is a picture I posted of my own feet, because I'll post some feet pics because I have a sense of humor. You guys notice I still had the pronouns, the 4X, the mask, the crickets. That's back when I was a parody account. But yes, I posted my own feet pics because I like cracking jokes. But let me know in the chat down below. What do you guys think of my feet? Straight fire or absolutely disgusting? Let me know in the comments. And anytime Rachel tweets about me, the comments are absolutely dragging her, as you can see here. Begged. Ha ha ha. That's not begging, Rachel. You and your fanatical language. Good laugh, though. Yeah, it really was. Her whole existence is a good laugh. Graham Lancaster writes, Pleb gets another W. You get another L. Let me know in the comments down below. Who got the L? Who got the W here? Pleb or Rachel Gilmore? Wandering Panda writes, as usual, she somehow made it about her. She always does. It's always about her. Absolute narcissist. What did Trudeau must go say? Wow, he is begging so hard with the eye roll. Did that look like it was begging to you guys? Honestly, seriously, I did not even say please. You know, how could I beg without even saying please or being polite? I said post feet pics. Dave wrote, quote, begged. LOL, this is why only around 1,000 people trust you. What did Andy write? Andy wrote, not begging, mocking. Andy gets it, because it was absolutely me making a mockery out of Rachel. Or how about this comment from John Flynn saying, the pleb is the best for calling out the woke left. That feet pic request is classic. Love it. Stop being so uptight. Let me ask you guys a question. Am I the best at calling out the woke left? Let me know down below. So now you guys know why I keep that press pass in the backdrop there, and I'll always keep it there. It's because liberal woke journalists have an absolute meltdown over the fact that for whatever reason, one time I got a press pass to a conservative event. Now you guys know. In our next story, Justin Trudeau is back in town in Ottawa, and he is once again getting heckled through the streets. I have multiple videos to show you guys from the streets of Ottawa, Justin Trudeau walking around and Canadians telling him exactly how they feel about him. Let's roll the footage. Oh, nice. It looks like they have the F Trudeau flag right in front of him. You know, the flag dedicated to him, the Trudeau flag. All right, let's watch the video.
For all the dead Canadians because of your lies and corruption. You're alive.
Oh my God, he's smiling again. He loves it. Look at his smile here. You can see, look at his face. You can see the smile on his face. He loves being heckled. He loves it. I think that's his son with him, because his son is taller than him.
You're a liar. You're corrupt. You need to resign. You're a failure. Everybody knows it. No one trusts you. And there are millions of Canadians who've had their lives destroyed because of your lies and corruption. We want justice. We want justice for the dead. We want justice for all those dead Canadians because of your policies, your lies, the lies and corruption that keep us in permanent war. You've got to stop the war machine. You're a degenerate, war criminal, degenerate war criminal.
Wow.
Stop the war machine. Stop the war machine. Degenerate war criminal. Stop the lies. Stop the corruption. Stop the lies. COVID lies. War lies. We want an end to your corruption. We want an end to your lies. You're responsible. You're guilty. You have blood on your hands. Your bloody fingerprints are all over the war machine. You're immoral. You're irrational. It's got to stop. We've got to stop you. Your lies, your corruption. It's got to stop. Stop the corruption. Stop the war machine. Stop your lies. You're a liar. You're a failure. You're a disgrace. You can't show your face in public. You're a killer. You've got to be stopped. You're immoral. You're irrational. The great unwashed see through your sophistry. That's how useless you are.
Wow. Oh my God. That may be the most savage heckle I've ever seen on our prime minister. No joke. That is the most passionate heckling I've ever seen. Shout out to Johnny Rowe. Respect. And it's not always just hecklers. I have footage out of Ottawa yesterday. You guys remember Deanna Sharif, the crazy lady from the Protect Our Kids protest? You guys remember her. She's basically a meme at this point. Well, she surrounded Justin Trudeau's motorcade yesterday to cheer him on and tell him what a great job he's doing as prime minister while he was getting heckled by more freedom fighters. Roll it. I added that classic picture of her to the video because it just seems so appropriate. Let's watch this minute of absolutely unhinged footage. That's her right there. I love you, Justin Trudeau, she says. You know, she's crazy when she says things like that, right? Like, come on. It's just craziness.
Look at her go.
Why is she running in front of his motorcade, or is she chasing down the other pro? She's nuts.
Look at her go. Look at her go. She's chasing people now. Look at this. Look at this. Here, Trudeau. Watch your back. Watch your back. Watch your back. Yeah.
Wow.
What a freak show! Crazy woman! Hey, get over here!
Wow.
As Ottawa police do nothing.
Please go by!
Wow. But you guys remember, Dina Sharif claims that she's being paid by Justin Trudeau to attend protests. Was she being paid to go and cheer Justin Trudeau to drown out some of those hecklers? Let me know in the comments down below. In our next story, I have a clip here from Pierre Poilievre at his press conference 2 days ago that is just too good not to share. A journalist asked Pierre Poilievre about 24 Sussex, the Prime Minister's residence, which is currently in decay right now, and asking if it's going to be a priority for him to fix this residence and put money into it. And his answer to the question was honestly pretty good, to the point where I'm going to share it with you right now. Let's roll it.
The federal government is seriously considering options to build a brand new official residence for the Prime Minister. What do you think of this move, and what would you do with the residence if you become Prime Minister?
Well, I think that this will be, of my list of priorities, this will probably be the last. We don't need a new home for the Prime Minister. We need a new home for working class Canadians. Yeah.
Good answer.
Prime Minister has had one mansion where his food is cooked, another mansion where he lives, a third mansion on a lake, and that wasn't enough for him, so he built a second lakefront mansion with our money at Harrington Lake. He's been so focused on building mansions for himself that he's forgotten to get homes built for hardworking Canadians. My focus is on housing Canadians, not housing the Prime Minister.
Perfect.
Thank you.
Is there going to be a follow-up?
Hi, Katie Newman for CBC News. So as the leader of the opposition, you are currently living in a taxpayer-funded home. So what should the accommodations for the Prime Minister be?
I think they should be reasonable and practical to provide for the ability to receive dignitaries, but beyond that, and most important of all, to have security. I think we have a lot of other public places where we can welcome and greet people for receptions and other events, that we don't need a residence that does that. Like, for example, they have in the White House. Canada's parliamentary precinct has a whole series of special halls that are easy to secure, which are already built and are perfectly respectable. So I think it should just be a very basic, secure place where a Prime Minister can live safely at a reasonable cost to tax.
Ah, yes, a true fiscal conservative without an ego, which is what Canada needs right now, and badly, because we all know Justin Trudeau has the biggest ego possible, and of course he wanted to build himself another residence. It's time to get some real adults in charge of this country, and ASAP. But let me ask you, the viewer, what about 24 Sussex? Should we be spending money to restore it? Is it sad that our Prime Minister's residence is in complete decay right now? What do you guys think of that? Because the opinion on social media was split on this, to be honest, whether we should be spending money on this or not. Let me know in the comments what you guys think about this. And in our next story, it appears that there is a new documentary about Canada from a newspaper, I believe, from the UK, The Telegraph, came to Canada to investigate what is wrong with Canada. Why is it so broken? Let's watch the trailer to this documentary because it looks absolutely awesome.
Canada was a very stable, middle-class country with reliable institutions. To say that's gone is to say almost nothing.
Canada. Under Justin Trudeau, the former British colony, has sought to position itself as the global bastion of progressive politics.
We have become a totalitarian state.
As his cultural revolution shows no sign of abating, I went to Canada to find out how ordinary Canadians are dealing with Trudeau's radical reforms.
The sexualization has become militarized.
From the promotion of...
Like, we're such a... Canada's such a joke that the UK, you know, newspapers want to actually investigate us because of what a train wreck Canada is. It's wild. It's how bad Trudeau's destroyed this country. Sorry for pausing, guys. I know.
Militarized.
From the promotion of gender ideology...
What the f*** is that?
Do you want to talk about it?
...to the legalization of drugs.
Overdoses are up, violent crime is up.
It's a jungle.
Radical new suicide laws.
Do you think that they want you dead?
Yes. I think that's wrong.
And clampdowns on freedom of speech.
I think our leader, Trudeau, I don't think I've ever heard him say a true word. All this nonsense about compassion is the manipulations of snakes pulling in the useful idiots who perhaps are genuinely compassionate, and that's Canada.
Jordan Peterson nails it there. Like, I truly believe that, you know, these progressive leftists are like good meaning people, but they're just being played by some very evil people who are pulling their strings. You know, the left will come out and claim to be a party of progressive, and we're going to make the world a better place. But at the end of the day, they're censoring our internet. They're freezing people's bank accounts who donate to protests. You know, they're censoring our freedom of speech. Is that what progressivism is? Because I don't want it. You know, this country is broken when the world is talking about us. Like, Canada is supposed to be a boring, safe country with, you know, solid institutions. What the heck has happened to this place? Why are people talking about us? Why are we even relevant? And continuing the theme with Canada is broken. In our last story, I'm going to share a piece of footage with you guys that got me emotional and got me sad. It's a woman talking about how hard she is struggling right now to make it in Canada and how hard life is. Listen to her story because it just really, really nails it. It just nails it. All right. PB and Jelly and Poo from TikTok, titled "I Dare You, Justin Trudeau." All right, let's listen to this one.
So I just had a breakdown at the Atlantic Canadian Superstore because I couldn't afford something that I've bought my entire life. I've just gone to the store and been like, yeah, just pick that up. It's no big deal. We need that. It's important. You can't make it without it. And that item was too much. It was too much, and I couldn't afford it, and I couldn't even justify it. But that's not why I'm here today. I'm here to address some of us that can only afford to feed our families 50% off food. Chicken and beef that has gone bad, that smells, and chicken that has a yellow discoloration to it because it's been sat out for so long and is past its expiration date that the store has put it 50% off so that we can have it at a discount.
Wow.
Justin Trudeau, I want you to feed your children a 50% off meal. A piece of chicken that stinks to high heaven, but you know that you have to eat it because there's no other option for you. I want you to buy some lettuce and pick the black mold off of that lettuce and then feed it to your daughter. How does it feel? Because it feels pretty shitty saying, oh, it's just a little mushy. I'm sure it'll be all right. I had food poisoning this morning. I was on the toilet for hours.
Wow.
I can't live like this, man. We can't live like this. You need to become one of us because you're just fucking it up for all of us. Like, I can't afford to live. And when I was talking to the girl at Superstore about it, she said, yeah, I know. I live in a tent. What the f?
So this is the reality in Canada now. My fellow Canadians are eating expired food because they can't afford life in Canada right now, giving themselves food poisoning because they can't afford to live. Is this the country that our country has become? Seriously? Are we going to allow Canada to become this? Or are we going to fix this mess? because we cannot keep going like. So yeah, that's a wrap for today's video. Sorry for ending it off on a bummer. Let me ask you guys a question though to end off the video. Who deserves a media accreditation more? The Pleb or Rachel Gilmore? Who does finer journalism? The Pleb or Rachel Gilmore? Let me know in the comments down below. All right, if you made it this far, you're a legend. If you enjoy this content, as usual, make sure to like, share, and subscribe. Buy a membership to my channel. That's pretty awesome. My name is The Pleb. This was today's report, and I'll see you guys at the next one. Peace.